All right, what up, YouTube? This is your president, the presidential tourist, with another live live stream video. I hope everyone's doing good. Thought I had a little bit of time. I was sitting out here enjoying the last remnants of day. Thought, you know what? Why not do a quick little live stream? Hope everyone's going good. Of course, Chubbs has to bark at this one moment. Chubb, stop it. But I really need to announce these ahead of time so people know to come. But they're always been kind of impromptu for me. But just to see if anyone comes in. It's let's see, what time is it? It's 8:21 p.m. That's Eastern Standard Time. So depending on where you are in the world, it could be early morning, it could be nighttime already fully. Kind of seeing who comes on in. Chubb, stop it. Hopefully you hear me good. And there is some lightning coming out. You might just see the flash. But just waiting in, see who might come in. Might want to talk. We'll see. Nice, peaceful, nighttime mostly now. 2 months ago, it would still been daylight out now. It would have been getting dark, but still would have been easily daylight, enough out for all to see. September is almost here. I guess was it June 20th or 21st is supposed to be the longest day of sunlight, I believe. Then after that, it just starts to recede. It's just the way with the Earth spinning and the seasons and all. They're thinking about doing that, changing it with the, like, daylight savings time or whatever, where I'm not sure whether they're going to make it where it gets darker earlier or lighter later. I'm personally want it to be lighter later. Gonna put you guys down for a second. But yeah, just talking a regular live stream. Just talking like a regular stuff, guys. It's a beautiful night coming to be so far. It's amazing how quick it comes. I used to be a night person, but I'm no longer as much a night person as I gotten older. Kind of like the day now. But that's lightning you're seeing. And you may hear my dogs bark, mainly Chubbs. She always has a big mouth. But she's healthy right now, even after her surgery, so I'm not going to complain. I appreciate anyone who stops in. I appreciate it. Not really. Most of these live streams, there's not like an agenda on what to talk about. It all depends what all you ask about, and if there's anything in particular you all want to talk about or have on your mind, speak up. Like I said before, I need to announce these ahead of time. And there's like a premiere function. I haven't done that yet. That premiere where you could schedule it out or something. I need to do that. All my live streams have been impromptu. Like 5 minutes ago, I did not think I was going to do a live stream. All of a sudden, I got in my head, I want to do a live stream and talk to you all. So that's what I thought I would do. But I need to announce these ahead of time, because that gets people knowing that, oh, he's going to have this such and such time. He's going to do the live stream, and then maybe set a group of topics, not just have it open ended like this. So I do need to do better with these live streams and organize them. It's probably the group of videos that I've done the least, and do it in a less organized fashion compared to. I mean, I have over 5,500 videos now. I'll probably hit 6,000 easily this year, and by the end of the year, definitely have the 6,000, over the 100 million or over 100,000 subscribers, and I'm probably going to break into another million views this year. Every million comes quicker than the last one. So definitely a lot of hard work and a lot of time dedication. But I enjoy it. I mean, there's far better YouTubers than me. I mean, YouTube is a form of expression. It's also a form of art too, in a way. I'm not going to say I'm an artist. There's people who do really great videos with a lot of artistic work in it and video editing, far more than I do. But some, it's just, it takes a lot of skill. I know some people they have like a 20-minute video, and they put like 5 hours into the video editing process. They'll work on like the lighting. They'll work on, what's it, like animation, different video effects. I don't quite do that. I should. I need to get my skill better at video editing. But if anyone has any questions that you want to ask me, put it below, because I'm always interested in hearing from people. But I see we have 3 people in here now. So speak up. Sometimes I don't always see the postings on here for some reason. Sometimes when someone posts something like the video chat, it doesn't always pop up. Or sometimes it gets delayed. I don't know why. Maybe it's this phone. I know it's just better when I do editing, or I do the live streaming off the computer. That's always better. I can never get to see the live stream working well when I'm out, like at, say, at a theme park or something. Some people do it and it looks really good. She hears some people, don't you, Chubbs? Chubbs, yeah, you'd be good right there. But let me all know where you're all from, and give me an idea what time it is where you're at, because I actually have viewers from all over the world. And it's surprising, because I know I've gotten views and viewers from Russia, Iraq, Venezuela, China, New Zealand, Pakistan, India, Indonesia, Mexico. I think I've even gotten some from Iran. The only country I'm pretty much sure I have never gotten any views at, but I could be wrong, is North Korea. But that's not as high, since they pretty much don't allow the internet there. But I've gotten them from all over the world. But I'm going to be doing some more videos with some voice effects, narration. There's some stuff I filmed, historical videos, and I could just stand there and like recite off the facts where I'm at, but I don't really want to do that as much, because I think it's better to do like a voice narration with like photos and things like that. I did do the main, I guess you could say, base filming for it, but I need to do the narration. I've been kind of lazy with it. I want to make sure it sounds really, really good, and all that. So I got to work in that. But anyone has any questions, like I said, questions for me, ask, and also let me know where you're from. And I'd be interested also in how you all found my channel. I'd like to know what made you just find it, and especially what decided to subscribe to it. Chubb, stop that. I would show Chubbs everyone, but it's too dark out here right now. No, Chubb, stop it. But you see the lightning. Yeah, Chubbs is over there. You can't see her. Chubbs, stop it. Yeah. Like I said, I see I have 8 people in here, so speak up and say hi and introduce yourself to everyone. Like I said, let me know where you're from. And if you have any questions. Introduce yourself, let me know who you are, how you found my channel. I'm very interested in hearing these things. I tried to find it out before, but not a lot of people say it. But I'd be interested to know how you found my channel and all that, and where you're from. Like I said, I have subscribers from all over the world, and it's much appreciated. Definitely pretty toasty out here at the moment. It was in the 90s earlier, but that's Florida for you. I'd love living here. I wouldn't want to live anywhere else. I used to live in a colder place, and I just don't mean just the weather either. And I don't miss the snow. Here comes the car, or a truck. Yep, that was a truck. Thought about buying a pickup truck. I don't want any of those real big ones if I do. Too hard to step in. It's just one of the more tinier ones. Because when you want to get like a piece of furniture, a lot of these places just don't want to deliver it anymore. So they expect you to take care of all that. Especially these like used furniture stores or thrift stores. Because there's some really good thrift stores here in Florida. And I filmed them before. And there's this one I filmed. I'm going to film this again soon. It was really good for Disney props. And I actually picked up a few Disney props. But they sometimes have some really good furniture there. For good price. I bought this shelf. It's like, and it was vintage. It only cost me like $39. It looked like something that was like an old country store. Metal shelves, wood inside, but real wood. None of that pressboard crap. And I barely got it into the car, and that thing was god awfully heavy. Even for me. A couple of years ago now, I'm a pretty strong guy, but I'm not one of those arrogant guys just everything or anything. Yeah, but I have 8 people in here. let's try to get a little bit more of a lively discussion. Like I said, not all the comments always pop up, or there's like a delay sometimes. So if I don't respond to you right away, that's it. That's why. Especially when I'm on my phone, because I'm doing this for my phone. Yeah, I have it going forward, not back at me, because when I can switch it around, you won't barely see me. Yeah, see, you can't see me barely at all. I can see a little bit. I could try putting those Christmas lights. Yeah, I'll try plugging those Christmas lights. A second, guys. Oh, there's Angel. Whoops. Almost stepped in my dog. Let's try putting those Christmas lights. Oh, yeah, I'm going to put Angel in. He's coming in. He's probably warm. Now we can talk more. Go in, Angel. Try putting these Christmas lights. This is okay. I haven't plugged these in a long time. Oh, yeah. Yes, I'm one of those guys who keeps Christmas lights all year round. But luckily, there's only like one strand. There we go. Oh, you see the lightning behind me. Yeah, we have 4 people in here, so like I said, speak up and be recognized. Any questions, anything you want to talk about, of course, introduce yourself, and I'd like to hear where you're from. I get amazed sometimes about where people view my channel from. Because you could tell by where that is, some of it. To the analytics section on the, was it Creator Studio, it tells you like the different countries. Not very specific, but I know I get, like I said, I get them from all over the world. The Middle East, Asia, Africa, South America, Europe. And I got them from almost every continent. As far as I know, not from Antarctica. This phone's not too bad, but I got to get a new one. I've been having some trouble with it. What time is it? Only 8:38. And let me make sure I got enough. Yeah, I got enough juice in the phone to talk a while. Should have put this on when I had the dogs out. You could have seen them. But they're inside now. Toasty out here. But these ceiling fans I actually need to get replaced. They do not work too well. I'm not going to put a fan up there. I'm just going to put a light. But I was intending to be out today doing some vlogging. I would have been able to interact with some other YouTubers and stuff. But with Chubbs having her surgery yesterday, I wanted to stay close just in case. And I put up a video talk. Well, I haven't put it. Well, I'll put a couple shorts up about that. But I will be doing more videos talking about how she's doing. But I have some good opportunities coming up. I'm pretty excited about some really cool places locally that I'll be vlogging. You know, access to places that normally don't get filmed. And so I had some really good interviews with some very interesting people. I'm going to be doing soon. I want to start getting into interviewing. I want to do some really serious PBS, 60 Minutes type stuff, you know. Some real human interest stories. And there's some very good local prominent people I have in the pipeline about interviewing. Then I'm hoping it goes even higher. We'll see. Yeah, but like I said, any questions or anything you want to say to me, put it below. If you have anything you want to ask me or you think it's important to tell me that you want to know about me or get off your chest, so to speak, say it now while you have the opportunity. But yeah, I do have some interviews coming up. Very excited. Nervous, but excited at the same time. You never know what that could lead to. And over the years, I've actually met some pretty important people. I've met some Hollywood celebrities. Like, for instance, I met Burt Reynolds. I met Vicki Lawrence. I met some pretty prominent athletes. Tommy Lasordo, Walt Frazier. I had a brief encounter with Ken Griffey Jr. I met some important politicians, some of the biggest names in the country, too. I think it is starting to rain. Yeah, some important people I met were very nice, and some of them were not. Oh, yeah, the rain is coming. We've gotten a lot more rain the past week or so. You could probably hear that. I don't mind. I love rainstorms, thunderstorms, lightning storms, as long as no one gets hurt and there's no damage done. Of course, to a point, though, it gets scary, like when you have hurricanes. Yeah, I prefer not to get those. You never know how that's going to go. The only hurricane I really got concerned about was the Hurricane Milton last year. That one I got really concerned with because I did several videos on it. That wind got really intense here, and when it gets really bad, it almost sounds like the sky is screaming. And this house was groaning. I was really worried about it this time. Most hurricanes, I didn't worry too much. You know, there's always a little bit of worry. I remember the very first hurricanes I did was in 2004. It was Gene, Charlie, and another one I always forget. Charlie was the most intense one. That wasn't as much of a problem for me, for others had an issue. Gene, which was the last one, Gene, which was the weakest and but also was the slowest one, did the most damage in my area. Gene, I mean, we lost power for over 5 days and it was miserably hot. So sometimes the weakest storms could be the most damaging, especially if they go slow. So when they're slow over you, it gets more time to do things. When they're powerful and fast, not as much. Oh, another thing, like I said, some really cool videos coming up. I'm looking to get some media access to some things that's not typically filmed by the general public. So I have some tours coming up. Then I have some, I know I'm bouncing around to different things, different topics, but when I think of it, I want to get it out. I have some media events I'm going to, so I'm really excited about. I'm finally gaining traction, getting invites to different things. And then, as you've probably seen, I passed subscribers. I will have 100,000 before the end of the year, probably within the next couple months, was sooner than I anticipated. I thought, if you would have asked me 3 or 4 months ago, I would have thought, oh, I'm probably going to get to 100,000 by like February, but no. I think I'll get to 100,000 by November, which I'm extremely grateful for, but I couldn't have done it without all of you. The viewers, the subscribers, makes YouTube worthwhile doing. If it wasn't for your support, why do this thing? There's some subscribers out there who are very arrogant, who think they owe the viewing public nothing, and that's not true. We owe you all so much. And I think it's the same for, here's something, from even celebrities who does like movies and music. I know what they say, oh, well, we give a product, you buy it, that's it. But without that support, they wouldn't have the fame and the money that they have. Now, I'm not saying I'm a celebrity. I guess some YouTubers are celebrities. I don't really view myself that, even though I get recognized in public quite a bit now. I just think of myself as a simple man doing simple videos, and that's it, which I think is a good attitude to have. Humility and humbleness are great attributes. It's always good to be humble. Because when you go into arrogance, that's when you start going a dark, negative path. So, you could be the most successful person in the world, but as long as you're humble and thankful to others, that's a positive thing. You're on a positive path. Some people view success as a negative thing. I don't think so. It's what you do with that success. Like I said, there's some very arrogant people out there. Yeah, well, like I said, speak up, everyone. Let's see. I have some more Halloween videos coming up. So I'd like to get to some more Halloween events, especially some at the theme park. But money's tight this year again, so I might not be able to get to any of them. Except if it's already a regular one. Like I will be doing the Halloween stuff at Legoland. I would love to do like the Universal or Disney ones, but that's all cost extra. And I have to pick and choose what I do right now. But I have some more like Halloween shopping video things I'm going to film in some different stores. Lots of cool animatronics too. People love seeing those animatronics. I found them interesting too, but they're kind of creepy, some of them. There's this one that Spirit Halloween had last year. Had this technology where if you would move, it would turn its head and keep looking at you. It was like a clown court jester thing. It was creepy as hell. And of course, I'll have some haunted attractions I'm going to do. Some of the ones I've done before, and then some newer ones. The only one that doesn't look like I'm going to do this year is the one that's at the Polk County Jail. Supposedly last year was finally going to be the last year for it. So I guess they were going to sell the building, but they said that every year. So it looks like that's more circus time. But places, check out my video of the Polk County Jail, because I actually got an exclusive behind-the-scenes tour of the former jail. I went in solitary confinement and everything. Got into the basement. A deputy took me around. Not very many people ever got to tour that place. So it's a moment of history. They got to document it, but they're supposedly going to knock that building down. So it's really interesting. They explain like the intake process. They show where they ate, the showers, everything. I would not want to be in alone, because you hear things in there. I know he said he heard things in like between the walls, like where they have the pipes behind the jail cells, real Shawshank Redemption type stuff. And it was really interesting to go behind there. But who got to go behind there? Except maybe maintenance or one of the deputies. Not very many. So it's the Utila corridors or something. That was very interesting. I filmed that about almost a year ago now. And not very many people got to do that. I'd love to do more abandoned stuff, but the problem is, first off, you got to find these places. Second, I know there's a lot of channels that does it, but they do it, obviously, look, they trespass. No ifs, ands, or buts. I'm not very comfortable doing that because, number one, you got to worry about the legal implications. There's some YouTubers I know who did that, and they got in trouble. They faced like felony trespassing and all that. I don't really want to go down that road. I'm the type of person who's generally stayed on the straight path, you know what I mean? And I'm just not comfortable really doing that. I don't want to worry about having legal issues. Second, the problem with doing abandoned places. Second thing about doing abandoned places, you really should not do it alone. There's been YouTubers I've seen that does it, and they go to like former prisons, Federal Reserve buildings, malls, former mental institutions that's been like shut down for decades. They usually have a crew with them of like 3 or 4 other guys, which is very smart because number one, those places are dangerous. Number two, they're sometimes homeless people, drug addicts. Sometimes they find Satanism stuff in there. Now the problem with that is when they show that, you don't know if they set it up or if they really find it. Some of that I think is definitely they set up. Some of it I think is real. Like 5-point stars, blood, a chair where someone was tied to. Some of that stuff I think is real. Some of it I think they probably faked. You got to be careful. There's some really bad people out there. So that's why I'm kind of concerned doing any abandoned stuff by myself. You got to worry about the legal issues. You got to worry about safety issues. I know those videos are very popular, and people love to see those things. I love watching them. It's very interesting to see how a place has decayed. And sometimes they find these places, and there's all this stuff still left in there, like the person just left. But if you like abandoned things, I do have a few videos. Like I said, I have the jail, which is on my channel. It did fairly well. That I had permission to go into. The deputy took me around, answered a whole bunch of my questions. And that's where they had that haunted attraction there over the years. I showed a house. I didn't really go in there. So I'm not sure about how it was. I showed this, most of those I just walked around it. And then this abandoned golf course, too. I haven't done too much. Problem is, finding those places here in Florida is tough. A lot of them's on private property, and most places, some of them do, but most of those things don't stay abandoned here too much because property is valuable. So, but there's some really cool places out there. Anyways, everyone, like I said, introduce yourselves and let me know how you found my channel. So, now a lot of people don't respond to that. And I really would like to know how people found me. And was it a particular video? Was it a series of videos? You know, I like to hear that stuff. There's been some people who has been subscribed to my channel and interacted with it for many, many years. I'm very grateful to everyone who subscribed to my channel. Nice with the rain. It's really cooling things down. Hope everyone can hear me okay. Still kind of sticky hot out here. Ooh. Like I said, anything you want to ask or want to say to me, make sure you put it below. Oh, I got this. Someone asked me once. I got this shirt from SeaWorld. I think it's kind of funny. Just have this shark is saying, "I'll just have a salad." I've always thought it was kind of funny and hilarious. That one Pixar movie, what is it? Finding Nemo. They had a shark on there, and he always kind of reminded me of the shark on here. I got to get to SeaWorld. I haven't been there in a long time, and that's a really cool park to visit. And I finally got to get to some other places too. I don't know, but you'll be seeing this a lot of Halloween videos or Halloween related stuff. And then after Halloween's over, you're going to be seeing some Christmas stuff, definitely. In case you're wondering, that's rain. Now, there's a variety of ways to contact me if anyone ever wants to contact me. There's comments in the videos. There's my Facebook page for this, my Instagram, and I also have a P.O. box set up for this channel too. If anyone wants to me the old-fashioned way, because I still prefer myself. Amazes me how advanced cell phones have gone. I remember cell phones from the 1980s. They were a big, heavy brick. And then at one time, you used to have to carry a suitcase around to carry your cell phone around. Let's see, we've been talking for, well, I mainly been talking, but for 38 minutes. I'll probably go to 45 unless some other people come in and start really doing a big chatting around with me. Like I said, speak up. Any questions you have, comments, anything you want to say to me, ask, put it below. Alright, so I never have much of an agenda for these live streams, just saying random things that comes to my head or talking of different stuff that whoever pops in. What time is it? It's 9 o'clock. Oh, I did a video on this. This is limited edition flavored Gatorade called Summer Blaze. It's actually pretty good. It amazes me. Not that many years ago, you would hardly see any new flavors for any drinks. Then, like the last 5, 6, 7 years, every major drink company, Gatorade, Pepsi, Coke, we come out with all these new flavors, and it's great. Variety is a good thing. At one time, I used to have a big beard like down here. I keep thinking about doing that again, but yeah, it just gets too itchy now. I don't know why I mentioned that. Just I see myself and I'm looking at myself, and it's made me think of it right now. Yeah, a lot of people's popped in and out, but hardly anyone said anything. That's okay. Gonna wait a few more minutes. I'm probably gonna end this. In case you're wondering, that is rain. And there was just some lightning. Okay, we're at 45, so I'm going to go pretty soon. If anyone wants to say anything else, like I said, ask any questions, anything you want to say to me, put it up now. I give you about another minute to type it in. Then I'm going to get going. I got some stuff to do, and it's, even though it's a little after 9 and it's raining, it's still pretty toasty out here. Just waiting to see if there's any last minute comments. I love talking to people. Used to be a lot more shyer at one time. Now I'm not that shy. Pretty much if I have something to say to you, I will. Alright, I think I'm going to get going. Since it doesn't seem too many people is talkative right now, which is okay. I'm going to really try to announce these ahead of time. Give people an opportunity to know so they can be on here. Probably a lot of people would want to talk to me, just didn't see the notification pop up. Because I get it a lot after I log out of these live streams, saying if they knew about it, they would have came in. I'll try to do that premiere thing or whatever it's called here on YouTube. Like I said before, a lot of these live streams, it's very impromptu. I don't plan this. A minute before I started this live stream, I was not planning on doing this. So that's why. Oh, hey, Uncle Jerry. Yeah, I was just about to leave, unless you want to talk about anything. Yeah, just talking about random stuff on here. Nothing too concrete. Whatever just comes to mind. It's just about to go. Unless there's something you want to ask me. I'll give you a minute or so if there's something you want to talk about. If not, I'm going to get going. Yeah, we're having a bit of a thunderstorm, lightning storm, rainstorm type right now. You know it's been raining for a little bit. I'm still really toasty out here. I will admit sometimes it does get a little too hot and muggy here in Florida. But I love Florida. I wouldn't want to live anywhere else. Oh, that's okay. I never plan these. I just do them. I really need to plan it ahead and announce it ahead of time, so people like you who want to come in and talk about stuff can know about it ahead of time. I know there's several people who would want to come in here. They couldn't show their support. But I can stay a few more minutes if you want to talk. Yeah, I'll be right back. I'm trying to water a couple quick plants in here. Ugh. Well, at Disney World, I don't know. I like the more peaceful rides, like Living with the Land. It takes you to like a greenhouse. That dinosaur ride, which they're going to get rid of soon, they're supposed to turn into like a Indiana Jones ride. I really like that because I love anything dinosaur. I love Indiana Jones too. Oh, definitely barbecue. Gator is very good if you cook it right. I've had alligator before. And alligator could be some tasty eating. But definitely a lot of great barbecue places around here. I'm not talking about chain restaurants either. I'm talking like mom and pop ones. I appreciate you asking some questions. Not too many people haven't had anyone ask any questions yet. Yeah, it's just good to talk. There's a lot of Chinese restaurants down here too, which is great because I love Chinese. But definitely barbecue. But if you ask that about what's the best ride at Disney World, you get a lot of different responses from people. Well, it depends. That's like the more relaxing ones. Well, they have that mustard-based barbecue sauce down here. I've tried it. I like it. I mean, but it's not like a go-to one. I've been to some good barbecue places down here. Yeah. So where do you live? You might have told me already, but where do you live? I don't mind mustard. It's not like my favorite condiment. Carolina white sauce? I've never heard of really that. I always like my barbecue sauce to be not horribly sweet, but a little sweet and spicy. But there are a lot of barbecue places down there actually hand makes their own. You get a lot of unique flavors. Oh, Midwest, huh? Yeah, the farthest west I've ever been is Colorado. I was there very briefly, not for, but I'd like to go out there again, visit. Did a little bit of filming there. If you ever go to Colorado, anyone, I suggest you go to Gardens of the Gods. Very beautiful place. They have a really cool visitor center. Oh, where you're at or where I'm at? What you mainly hear is rain right now. But sometimes, yeah, the cicadas, the crickets, the frogs here can get really noisy. Especially after it rains and settles down from the rain, you hear a lot of bugs and a lot of frogs. The only thing about Florida I don't like I said, sometimes it gets a little warm here, but some of the insects here, mainly the spiders, can get really big. So you must be more of a drier place out west then. So like I said, yeah, sometimes, especially after it rains here, you hear so many frogs. I love it. It's so peaceful. Okay, we're back. I'm probably going to talk for about 3 more minutes, and then I'm going to get going. Oh, hi, Jillian Mahalik? Yeah, you just caught me. I was about to leave soon. I've got a lot of people pop in here, but I think people want to talk, unfortunately. Gonna give it about a minute, and then I think I'm gonna get going, y'all. It's warm outside, and I got a few things to do. Oh, voltage. I liked it. It never was one that I got a lot, but I liked it. I did. I think I reviewed it on my channel. I reviewed over 100 flavors already. It was good. I think like Livewire was better. I don't see Livewire down here very much anymore. Whiteout was really good. Purple Thunder is still one of the better ones. Most Mountain Dews I've liked. There's been a few. I never cared for like Major Melon, which is gone now. But Voltus was not bad. All right, about 30 more seconds. I think I'm going to go, guys. It was good talking to everyone. Like I said, I'll try to announce these ahead of time. Yeah, but yeah, I haven't seen live wire in forever. It was used to be all over here, and then now you hardly see it. And it's supposed to be a very popular flavor. Some people says they never hardly ever see it either. They say it's more of a regional thing, but I don't know how any flavor could be really a regional thing because I think it's going to either be liked or not. I know a lot of people like it. I love orange because it's more of an orange flavor Mountain Dew. One thing I don't really care about is that new logo with Mountain Dew. I got used to the old one. You know, some people have said Code Red is scarce. Here, I see it all over. The only thing I don't see that's scarce here is Diet Code Red, or it might be Zero Sugar. I don't ever see that down here. That, they said, is more of like a Midwest thing. I would love to try that. I almost bought a can or two off eBay once. I'd love to try the diet version. Ew, it's hot out, so. All right, everyone, I'm going to get going because it's warm. I got some things to do. And this is unfortunately gotten really warm too now, so I got to get something cold. Thanks for stopping in, everyone. I really appreciate it. See all the comments. And going to try to talk to you all again soon through a live stream. I really will try to announce ahead of time. Like I said, one moment I just decided to do this, and that's it. You know? But it's always great to talk to people. That's one of the things that makes YouTube so special. Communication. It helps build relationships and communications because I've talked to so many people and made some very good connections and friends because of YouTube that without it I never would have met or known about. Like everyone who stopped and seen this in this live stream, I would never have known any of you if it wasn't for YouTube. I would never known you would existed, and you would never know I existed without this medium, I guess you could say, this communication medium, which is why YouTube, I think, is a very special, important thing. And hopefully it'll be around for many decades to come. All right. Thanks, everyone. I'm going to get going. Hope everyone has a nice day. And, yeah. Oops. All right. Bye, everyone. Bye, y'all. Are you sure you want to stop streaming? Okay, yes, thumbs up.